most of these accident insurance policies only want to cover you up to about 200,000. That's the top, about 200,000 baht. All right, that's as most they gonna cover. But this is the loophole that people don't tell you about when it comes to accident insurance. All right, say you get one accident insurance, right, and it covers you up until 200,000. Well, you know damn well if you break a hip or something like that, that insurance policy, I mean, that medical bill is going to be 10 times more than that. So you can get other accident policies, and they overlap each other. Meaning this: when your 200,000 by accident insurance runs out the hospital, then they'll tap into your other ones. So say if I got AXA, and I decide I get into an accident, right? But the medical bills is more than that insurance policy is covered. Well, after that insurance policy is up, then they go to the next one to make up the difference. And they go to the next one to make up the difference. So you can do that with accident insurance, but you cannot do it with medical insurance. That's a trick I learned. So I got about 5 accident policies. I got about 5 accident policies. To where if one run out, and then the other one just come in and kick in. See, and that's a little trick that you guys got to recognize when it comes to insurance out here. Now, a lot of times, all right, in some cases, like in our case, we got the standard O visa, O retirement visa. We're not required to have we're not required to have insurance at all. But I'm not that irresponsible, you know. And sometimes you got just a little bit too much to lose to be playing around with it. You know what I mean? So I don't. So, and that's for that guy. Excuse me. But yeah, now this is a nice, interesting place to walk. Now consider the way these caps are, you guys. You know it's gonna storm. Birds telling you it's gonna storm. Okay. That was on the insurance rant. Now, oh, you guys, yeah. This is a daily rant. This is Crooked Without a Crime. And I want you guys to tune into my wife's glass of beer. 123. Has a beautiful cooking show. Give you some recipes, man, because she fuses, you know, all the cuisines in which she was adapted to. She can cook Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Malaysia. So now I taught her how to cook soul food too. You see the chitlins and the oxtails and the collard green. So anyway, so she takes all those recipes and she fuses them together. Now, I don't know why people ain't coming up to it, but we do cook a lot with cannabis. We do. 420, we make popcorn with it and all kind of other stuff. So we do cook a lot with 420, but once we tell it right on YouTube or, you know, a place like that, they want to ban you and shit, you know. It's almost like back in the day when you was talking about COVID. Soon as they seen Kobe, nigga, he was banned immediately. But hey, you guys, tell me something. Tell me how your overall attitude's been. Cause like this algorithm that I've been getting on my YouTube channel, man, they just been bombarding me, telling me how people can't afford groceries. People can't afford their car note. Now you ever notice this? That shit been happening to black folks for years. But they didn't start telling you about it until it started happening to the white folks. You understand? So welcome to nigga land. See, it didn't become a problem until it started happening to white folks. Black people always was in a recession. You know, we were born in a recession. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. You know, now you guys, what's going on with Thailand now? Thailand has shot up, meaning you need some money to come here. You know, I mean, you can visit, and it's still fairly cheap, you know, to have a 2-week visible vacation. But about all that retired here, yeah, you got to have a little bit of money, man. You know, it wasn't as bad when we first got here, but it seemed like the cost of living here done tripled since we first got here. So, and I kind of like it because, you know, we planted our flag. Meaning this, when you plant your flag, you cut out your overhead. All right? My overhead was cut. You know, your big overhead is your pussy bill. Shit, nigga, look at here. I'm telling you the truth. That's the big overhead right there, your pussy bill. Then you get, look, then the next one you get rid of is your rent. So if you ain't paying no rent, you good. You understand? You know, and then the next thing you do is try to secure some income coming in. Now, a lot of y'all come out here and want to be English teachers and things such as that. That's fine and dandy if everything else is covered, you know, and the money that you making off that English teaching shit, excuse my language, you know, you can live very well if everything else is covered. You dig what I'm saying? But if everything else ain't covered, you coming out here is just existing. You could have did that shit where you was from. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just different. That's all. But you'd be surprised, you guys. Walking on this sand in your bare feet, get all that fat skin off your foot and things such as that. So, plus, and another good thing that's going on here is I'm exercising my wife's arms. You understand? Because, you know, it hurt. Hold that camera stick. Boy, you got to have arm power. See, I let her do it because I got the microphone. So you can hear me. Hey, babe. Woo! Woo! The Viking call. Yeah. But we're trying to get it in because we started at 5:30. We've only been out here about 30 minutes now. We usually take an hour. But when you walking on the sand, it's a lot more strenuous, you know what I'm saying, than it is just walking on a regular pavement, you know. So, and you can feel it, you know. So, like I stated, you guys, having to adjust to moving out of the United States or Australia or England or Canada, it can be easy if you determine to do it. If you determine to live sucker free, I'm serious. That's all I was determined to do, live sucker free. I didn't come out here for women, you know. I was a fairly handsome man at one time or another. I just stuck to the program. It was all about money. I love that shit. Love it by the pound. You know? But that's about it. And this is the reason why we pick different places to walk. Now usually I would stay on the same path. That way I can judge how long I walk, right? But this time you can only judge. The way I'm doing this now is I'm just going by, you know, how I feel. I like to feel this. Now you'd be surprised, guys. This water that's running on my is bath water. It's warm. It ain't cold at all. But they have an underthrow here, whereas you can drown. You're out there trying to swim, you can drown. No shit. All right. Now, oh man, but it's beautiful. Now, we're gonna sit up here and see what my wife has to say, if anything. You know. But hey, you guys, yeah. You need to get on that website, man, and download some of them products so y'all can make some of this extra money. All right? Because when you download it, man, we give you the price, but you can change that price, you know, because our price is extremely low. So you're going to always make a profit. We've been having that same model for the last 10 years. Been very, very successful, you guys. You know? So that's how that goes. Y'all hear the waves? Oh. And I'm gonna tell you something, walking in the sand too, it'll help your balance, man. Especially when you get older, you know. Like when we in Da Nang, see the beach is relatively flat. Now here you got a little slope. So you got to actually, you know, walk a mile one way and then walk a mile back the other way so you can get the legs balanced out. But in Da Nang, the beaches are flat. And the waves are similar to this. Yeah, but I'm looking at the sky over here, you guys, and yeah, it's gonna do a little, we call that a tropical storm. Well, so this is just another different location that we decided to do today. The last time you seen us walk, we was in the mountains. This time we at the beach. You know, but you got to change up, and you got to get out. Me and my wife was gonna start this program. We don't want to mention it because we don't want none of y'all to steal it. But it had just to deal with getting out and doing some stuff. You know. Now, self-motivation is a real good thing to have. When you're self-motivated, you can always come up with a plan or a purpose. You know, that's what I say. You stay learning, learn something new every day. Do something, try to do something different every day. Not completely different, but not just in the same rut routine. You know? And that's where, and look, you guys, that's where anywhere you go, okay? I don't care if you stay at home. You stay at home, you know, because back when I was in Frisco, dude, I didn't exercise at all. Then I realized how important it was, and I got my dog, my Rottweiler, Tyson, and I used to walk his ass. We go up to the parks and all that, and I used to get it in the morning, you know? So, I think I talked long enough, you guys. You're gonna probably edit this into two videos. I'm not sure. But you'd be surprised. I'm actually catching a sweat. Yeah. Now, I'm finna look at two white people who are about to drown. Show them, so we can see them, so we can tell them in that water. They decide. They decide. Yeah. See, and that's what happens. You get on the news. You know what I'm saying? Water drown in motherfucking water. You know what I'm saying? JT, look. I told y'all. Maybe you're gonna get in the water. Why don't you get over there? And I gotta explain to him. Look at man, y'all gonna get in the water. All right. Hey, you guys, you gonna get in this water, go over there to the buoys. If you're gonna get in the water, go over there close to the buoys. See the buoys that's floating? Yeah. Get in there on that side so you can have something to grab on too, so you don't get pulled in. So look, I done seen too many people like me, heroes, seeing people like that drown, and I run in there and I drown, trying to save a motherfucker. I'm not going to. Gotta warm them. Man, if you're gonna try to bear this water, get in this water by these buoys, so you have something to grab on to. All right, you guys. Man, I done talked for 45 minutes. All right. My tongue is tied. Ooh, this is a good breeze right here. Ooh. There you guys. We're about here.
Gonna go feed our fish also?
Yeah, we're gonna pop up feed our fish because it's too early for us to go back. We did an hour walk. I mean, it's 6:30. It's 6:30. We started at 5:30. So, you know, look at that. JC, I'm finna get away because I don't want to see these good folks drown. All right, last time we gonna see him. Show him in the water. This gonna make the news, you guys. White kid left orphan. But two stupid ass parents had decided to get into the choppy ass water like that. That's gonna be the news story. Like, hey, what? Hard head. That's all right. I can't swim. The sand is harder down when you get close to the water. Here, just make your work harder. You know? And plus the water is warm. Feel like, I'm soaking in a jacuzzi when I'm down there. Hey, babe, grab that bottle. See, what we do is we find these empty bottles we find these empty bottles, you guys, and we rinse them out, clean them. So this will help us clean off our foot, you know. Oh shit! Couldn't get shit in there. What? All I got. I got some fresh water up there.